So good evening. This is a very special session that I am doing, which is also on Facebook. So fundamentally, today, 24th of July, happens to be a very special day. Two big things, primarily in the domain of business and also in the domain of education, that has happened. One is Reliance Industries has just declared their quarterly profits, and which is in excess of 27,000 crores EBITDA. And post tax, after tax, the PAT is 13,806 crores for a 90-day period, which means that they make a profit of 153.4 crores a day. Now, that figure may sound something really big for a lot of people, but this is a business as usual for Reliance and a lot of other companies around the world. The question is, are you having the right emotional mastery to get there? So today I'll be actually sharing the 6 steps to create that emotional mastery that you need to make things happen in your life. Another thing which has also happened today is that ICSC has declared results for class 10th and 12th today. And of course, good part also is that my daughter also appeared for class 10th, and her result also came across today. She has secured 93.44%. And while it is a good number to appreciate, but I could see that there were moments of emotions that came through her eyes, and I thought of doing this live and recording this special session so that we can understand what it takes to be to master the emotions. So I'll take you directly over there to a small presentation that I have kind of put together, and this is all about creating emotional mastery. So there are 6 steps primarily that we need to be aware of when we are talking of emotional mastery. So number one is it's all about starting with identifying your real feelings. Now when we say real feelings, what happens is fundamentally a lot of times the feelings that you believe that you're feeling are actually given by the external environment. Like the external environment makes you feel that you should feel good or bad, or you are beautiful or you're not, you're making a good progress in your business or not. That's not what it's supposed to be. So what you need to do is identify what are you really feeling right now. And when you get present to your feeling, the emotion that you are really going through, acknowledge it. Is this something of your own or something of given by an outside environment external to you? So make sure that you are always looking at your genuine feelings, not given by the world out there. So second point is acknowledge and appreciate. The moment you will start to acknowledge your feelings, something really happens in a magical way. Like your emotions, like knowing that they support you, you never want to make your emotions wrong. So every time that you have any emotion, what you have to do is you have to acknowledge that emotion. It has so much of value for you. Make sure that you never say that you are wrong. Always say thank you. So whatever be the emotions at any point of time that you are having, whether it is elated or happy or sad or whatever, make sure that you are acknowledging your emotions. So the idea that anything you feel is wrong is actually a great way to destroy honest communication with yourself as well as others. So make sure that you are acknowledging by saying thank you. The third point for becoming an emotional master is to always get curious. Now, what happens when you get curious? Like, whatever the message that you are getting in terms of your emotion, get curious. When you get curious, it actually interrupts the current emotional pattern. So, whatever be the emotional pattern, like if you are sad or if something has happened, when you get curious, your emotional pattern, the flow that is going through, it goes through a change, and then you are alive. and then you can solve the challenge. Whatever be the challenge coming your way, you can actually solve that. So you can prevent the same problem from occurring in the future by just getting curious. And when you actually get curious, the next point, which is the fourth point, is you start to become confident. Now, what can you do to become confident is simply by you thinking about the last time that you felt a similar emotion and you realize that you have successfully handled that emotion before. So let's say you uh, want to get ahead in your business, and maybe COVID has impacted your business, or maybe you want to take some initiative in your life, but some circumstances are holding you back. So remember a time when you were young and when you took that new initiative forward, and when people appreciated you, or someone said, okay, good job, go ahead, and feel that emotion right now. Feel the emotion, realize that you have successfully handled that emotion before. Even if you are sad or something has happened, think of a time when you have handled that emotion successfully in the past. So when you do that, suddenly you will start to feel more confident. And when you start to feel more confident, what happens next is simply get that certainty within you, because with certainty you can really create the next level actions for yourself. So you can handle this not only today but in the future as well. You can rehearse handling situations like where these emotions might come up in the future. So some people have this thing called stage fright. They are not very confident in front of a camera. So make sure that you are rehearsing these situations, handling these situations in front of a mirror, in front of some few people. So see, hear, feel yourself handling that situation easily. And when you start to meditate, when you start to work on that, what you actually go through is a process of transformation. Because when you go through a process of transformation, it's like uh, Napoleon once said that every battle that he has won, he won it twice. First in the mind and then on the ground. And that is exactly the sixth point. Like when you get excited, when you get certainty, and when you get confident, make sure that when you are excited, you get into action. So the sixth and the most important point is get in immediate action. Easily handle this emotion. Make sure that you take some action, even a little action, right away. Do not let go of this moment. Like right now, when I'm doing this Facebook Live, I'm taking that small action. I would have been planning for a long time, but I just did not do the Facebook Live. And this is a moment for me to also get in action. So prove that you have handled that emotion. And when you do that, it becomes simple and simple and simple. It's like driving a car. So the moment you start to get on the driving seat for the first time, maybe you may have some cold hand, and like stuff, like you are feeling insecure and feeling really jittery. But the moment you practice it, practice it, practice it, that's the moment when your life becomes simpler and simpler and simpler. So that's all for me right now, guys. This is Neeraj Kapoor signing off, and I would be happy to have you become an emotional master by using all these 6 steps that I shared with you. You can always go back and refer to some other cool videos that I keep doing it. And of course, if you want to know more in your business, how to take this, your business forward, you can go to growbrands.in, growbrands.in, or you can also go to my website, neerajkapoor.in. And we are coming very shortly with something very unique, and that's about the 21st century education. And well, I'll be sharing that with you soon. So keep looking for the space. Have a great evening. Bye bye. Good night. Bye for now.